let me see how I start this damn thing. There we go. Cool. All right. Excuse me. Where we left off was this crazy thing. Where we had these task cards, and we were able to basically build our player area using these task cards. So first the task card would come out, and then we would select cubes based on the task card. You could pick all of one color, you could pick two of one, and you could always add a happy face. So I guess this bottom one should be stated that if you pick all of it, you could get a happy face. So you know what? Let's draw a crappy little happy face. I'm not going to do a really good job. I'm just going to try to do a job. We're going to just make regular eyeballs for our game. We want to center it. So let's find out what the center is. If I put that there, get those two, and then I line it up for the center the best I can. I think this thing is probably, now it's set to point, so it should, that's close enough. And then we need to draw a mouth, so what we'll do is maybe something like that. And I'm going to draw a box here, and what we're going to do is, let's say this box is red. Yeah, this is not supposed to be an Illustrator thing, but I'm going to Illustrator tutorial. I'm going to minus it, and then it basically took part of the box away. The box is made up of lines since it's a vector image, so if we look at the lines, it looks like this. So what I could do here is take out this line, and then what we're going to do is instead of having it fill, we'll have it black. That's definitely not thick enough. We'll go thicker. Boom. Maybe that's not happy enough. So let me see if I can make it more happy. That's a little bit more happy. Smaller. Maybe that'll work. Cool. Happy face. It's probably too big of a, you got too big of a mouth, bro. Cool. And we'll do traditional yellow for now, just to do it. Here we go. There's our happy face. So we'll put a happy face down here, and let's just say it goes with each one of these cards. And what that means, like by choosing all of a color, when you pick, let's say this color, it comes with a happy face. It'll be cool doing a happy face cube. Let's see if that's possible. Get one of these cubes. What would it be like to have a happy face cube? So get this, put it on the cube. Actually, let's say we'll copy. And then we'll kind of do like that. I don't really care about the perspective at this point, because all I care about is just a basic idea. Boom, the happy face cube. Probably a dumb idea. Yeah, dumb idea. Don't like it. Happy face cube. Maybe. Boom. Now we'll just say happy face. Screw it. For now. It's just a prototype anyway. So, plus one happy face. Take two, or instead of one happy, because if you take the bottom one, you get happy. So let's say maybe you want two happy. So let's say it probably needs to be something else, but we'll say plus two happy for now. And I hate using happy. And then we'll change that to two. Remember, this is just brainstorming. I can't say that enough times so that nobody thinks that I expect this all to work and it's all going to be hunky-dory, because it's not. Gabriel caught me. What's up, man? Yeah, just an idea. I keep saying that. I don't know. During brainstorming, I just like to do stuff and not be scared. I'm not scared. Oops. What did you do, bro? Yeah. So, oops. So we have an extra happy face. So you can choose the bottom or get two happy faces. Something like that. All right. What else? Okay, so what does this actually do? Maybe having all 6 filled in will allow you to buy tiles. So maybe this unlocks something. So for now, I'll just make a crappy little key. We'll just make a key looking thing. And we'll go bam. We'll call that a key. I know it's pretty crappy for a key. I can do a better one later when I've got time. Looks like it's a music symbol. That's a really crappy key. I don't like it. Sorry. Can't do it. So Gabriel, what are you playing on Xbox tonight? I hope something fun. I haven't got back on Elden Ring. I need to real bad. But I've been walking in the afternoons trying to lose some weight, and because of that I haven't had a whole lot of time to do much of anything, especially if I want to continue streaming, because streaming's all about consistency. Good Lord, I don't like to be consistent. Oh, I hate that key. But that's going to be our key. Screw it. I'll fix it later. Key. We want to do a gold color. It's real tricky. Tricky. It's kind of more of a greenish gold. We want to go for something that would be like a, what do you call it? Vegas gold is what they call it, I think. Okay, so let's say this is a key to something. And let's say you have to build these from that side to that side, so once you build this side, you'll get a key, and this key does something. This key will equal oh man, 3 o'clock in the morning. It sucks you had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, man. I had to get up early for me at 6. For me, 6 o'clock is ungodly early. I would much rather stay up until 6 than to wake up at 6. It's always been my problem. And this key, let's say, opens up a tile. And then let's say this tile might be split up into two. This will probably change later. Actually, we'll split this tile into two spaces, two squares. Yeah, I usually go in at 8 in the morning, but yesterday I had to be in at 7, which meant I had to get up at 6, which is all good. It's all overtime. Overtime is great time. Overtime is money time. And maybe this second one does something like that. So let's make this one gray, and then we'll make this one gold. And you kind of get the picture here that by filling in these things, you get access to deeper and deeper down the hole. Maybe, I don't know. Do you work on the weekends? I work Monday through Friday and part of Saturday now. We had an employee. Our department is really slow. I mean, really low on employees right now. We're employee deficit. When we usually have an employee, I'll work every other weekend. But now it looks like I'm back to every weekend until we get that spot filled. So lots of overtime. Lots of overtime moolah. But I would rather have my weekends to myself, but I don't know, it's great having the moolah, the cashola. What color could this be? Let's say that's silver, gold, platinum. We'll end it there, just so that I fill the rest of this for my own sake. I'll make it this big. Oh wow! Have you got certified for electrical work? Like, are you a apprentice or a master electrician or anything? Like Brent's way up there in that stuff. I think he's got the hours to become a master electrician. He just hasn't done it yet. Okay, so getting the cubes all the way to that one side helps you unlock these things. But these things, let's say, are going to be tiles. And we'll call these tile skills for now. Oh man. I hear you about being a jack of all trades. I'm a jack of a few trades and still not mastered a goddamn thing. Let's call these that, and then let's say these things have a cost, and the cost is related to these cubes. So we could say, like, this one would cost, not cost, but a requirement. So let's say like this one costs 4. So you have the tile, and then the tile would give you whatever skill it has. Yeah, man. I'm lucky though that like right now working for the city, it's like it's a real it's easy as long as you like it's really easy to it takes like everything in the world to fire a person, and you get like 3 chances and all this other stuff. So like you just got to keep your nose clean and do the right thing, and it's like you don't have to worry. Like when I was working at the graphic design place, I had to worry about quotas and freaking deadlines and customers, and working for the city, so little stress. It's awesome. I don't know if you remember Braxton, but Braxton's an electrician for our city now. That dude's gonna end up killing somebody. Ha! Just kidding. Okay, so how do these tiles get introduced? That's a good question. So maybe on these tasks, these skill tiles, somehow we'll have to have skill tiles that you'll purchase. So let's say we have a skill tiles. I don't know why I call it tile skills. It's skill tiles. And then we'll have, yeah, our old drummer. Yeah, that guy. Do you know I quit playing guitar, right? And then I started playing drums for like a forever. And so like now all I do is play drums. Like I started playing guitar again with Brent, but like my love is drums now, so I'm not bad for what we do. You know, doing death metal and all that stuff. Yeah, Crazy Braxton, man. Okay. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild, wild, wild. Okay, skill tiles, not tile skills. We'll have a skill tile market. Market. Okay. And then let's see, skill tile market. We'll have several of these out. It took a year of hardcore practicing, like almost every day, to get down to what I needed to get. So then I actually started becoming decent after a year. I mean, I wasn't good after a year, but I started to learn what I needed to do in a year, and then the second year was much better, and then by the fifth year, I was playing pretty decent. Now I'm okay, but I'm sure I get winded pretty quick. I'm working on it though, since I'm walking and stuff now. Down to eating rabbit food. That's the worst part, man. Eating rabbit food. Skill tiles. Okay, so in our game, we'll do. First thing that gets dealt out is tasks. Then those tasks get bid on, but not by the players. So what happens is the person who matches all three, the players that matches all three get a round of bidding. Basically, they can just take it or not, and that'll be done in turn order. And then the people who have two, and then the people who have one, and then whatever's left, however many people are left, shuffled, and then randomly given to the player. Player can always opt out. If he matches three, he could opt out in the three and go to the second bid. If he opts out of the second bid, he goes to the first bid, or he can just go for the random. The idea is to collect enough of these to qualify for these tiles in the tile market, which are skills. And let's say there's tiers. So this tier would be the gray tier. Put this in the back. This tier would be the gold tier. Put that in the back. And let's say this tier is the platinum tier. So that would mean if this is going to be silver, we'll make silver just a little darker. And let's just say if there's three tiers for now, three tiers of goods, three tiers of skills, and then you can choose which ones. You went to ride, let's see, about 10 miles on a BMX bike and your legs were jello? Damn. Today, I walked, how much did I walk? I went on a walk in total today. Today my walk was 8 miles, but that was broken up into two things. Well, my second part was 3, and then the other two parts were whatever that divided by 2. I can't do the math right now. Huh. Okay, so let's show this like that, this like that, and that like that. Okay, so that's how those are related. So by getting these, okay, these are always interchangeable. So I think somewhere I made an arrow. I hope I made an arrow. Where did I make an arrow? Arrow. Cool, I'll use this arrow to show that these are always, that you can interchange stuff in your regression skills. I don't know what you're going to call them, extra skills, skills that you got in the back of your mind, skills you got in the back of your head. Let's do that. And what we'll do is we'll say that these are interchangeable. Wow, that doesn't look like it's interchangeable. We'll do that first. Turn that over. Turn it over. Yeah, man, and Lamisa, you know how flat it is. It's so freaking flat and a boring walk. I have to like listen to podcasts. I have to freaking listen to music. I have to do everything just to freaking not fall asleep, not to get too bored. I don't know if that really shows that you can move from one thing to the next. I don't like them being black though, I tell you that. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Hopefully that says that they're interchangeable. When we were in Rio Doso, no, not Rio, Cloudcroft, the elevation was killing me. We went on a walk, and I'm just not as fit. And we went on this walk, and dude, thought I was gonna pass out in the mountains. You know, to send freaking a helicopter for my ass. It was a tough walk for me on the first walk that we went on. It's like a little trail. We went on some easier trails later. They were much easier. But the first one, oh my God. I had to stop. I was huffing and puffing. It was like if I was a freaking smoker. It sucked. Let's see. I like that idea. Then that gives you a key, which allows you to buy a thing here. But can you buy it? And then it depends if you match. Of course, these skills are all going to be different colors. So let me play around with that just to dick around with it. Let's say if that was blue, light blue, and that could be red. Let's see. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, so like I said, how will these tasks dictate what happens there? It'd be cool to have a market that could be, that you could manipulate somehow. So let's say there, I'm going to put the cards down. I want to put the cubes. And then instead of taking something off the card, you could manipulate the market. So let's say We'll have this. We'll put a plus slash minus. Oops. Plus slash minus. I don't like that. So let's not do that. Well, we'll do some of it. Okay, so plus slash. I hate their minus. There we go. Now that's nice and thick. Boy, I like it. Nice and thick. Let's see. Plus minus. Let's give these things an icon. We're gonna just give it a generic cube in a box icon. We're gonna call that skill tiles. So this is skill tiles like that, and then this icon could be on here. We'll fix that. Let's do some wake. White. Okay, and then we'll put this on top of it to show. Or maybe we'll just put this on the corner. Nah, something like that. We'll go plus minus skill tile. So you would have a skill skill tile offer. This is where you can, or let's call it a supply. Is it 1p or 2p? I'll find out. I'll find out. Check spelling. It's 2p's. Cool. Supply. And then that means that these will be, oops, a market. And on this market, it doesn't have any of these spaces filled. So it's something like that. And then what we'll do is put a copy of those on the top. Oh, it did not work out. Okay. Those plus something like that. So you know that the market gets filled from the supply. The way to get things from the supply is to use these task cards. The way to get specific ones into the deal is to plus minus. You get a plus minus by not putting a cube onto your market. Into your player area. You use your player area to build up the skills to also afford the different chingaderas, cubes on the market skill tiles. Cool. So let me reiterate how this goes, and this is more for me than anybody else. Okay, so task cards come out. From the task cards, they're bid on by the players. It's sort of a bid. You'll have cubes across here. The more cubes you match on a card, the better. So you get everybody, all the players who match 3 lines that are on the task thing. Those players go first. Those players will pick from those tasks in player order which task they want, and then we go to the 2s, the ones who match 2 of the lines, and then we'll go to the ones that match 1, and then we'll whatever's left, and whoever's left, they'll get randomly assigned one. Okay, so when you start out, you'll get random ones, and that's how you build up. Also, if you match, you can refuse the amount of matches you have. So, like if you match 3, you don't have to be in the 3 bid. You can say, I want to be in the 2 bid. I don't know why you'd want to do that yet, but we'll find a way to make a reason to do that. Okay, so once you get the tile, you can pick all of one color. So I can pick all of black. I can pick all of purple. I can pick purple and black. I can pick 1 and 1. What I have to do is not take one of these cubes or sacrifice the cubes. I guess it could be on our own thing, and that'll, I don't know yet, and that'll allow players to pick skills from the skill supply and put them in the skills market. Then when players fill all of these all the way up to here, they're allowed to buy the top rank of skill tiles and place them in their skill thing. Once they get 2, then they're allowed to get the next rank. And then once they get 3, they're allowed to get this kind. But of course, this can always change, and this can always change, and I don't know how it'll go whenever I start playing with I don't know how it's going to go when I start playing with this thing and how each round will go. But pretty much that's what I'm thinking for this crazy idea that will allow you to get skills and transfer out of skills, keep skills. Because when you first show up to work, what happens is when you first show up to work, or when this first thing, the cards, the tiles, the task cards come out, you don't match any. So everyone's going to get random ones. It's just like going to work on your first day. You don't know crap, so you get random skills. So from these random skills tasks that you get, you take these skill cubes off of there if you want to. And by learning these skills, it makes you more able to be assigned to pick your tasks that you want in the future. And as you start picking tasks, and as the time goes by, you'll become a general or a master of nothing, or you'll become a master. Well, it's not really a farm game. It's making alcohol. One part of it's going to be divided into farm work. Another one's going to be work at the distillery. I guess another job would be maybe marketing, or maybe I'll just divide the jobs into more specific tasks. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. So there is farming in it, but it's not going to be like hardcore farming, because there's already too many farming games, so this one's not going to be about farming. But the beginning, when you first start doing stuff, you start out doing the most mundane jobs. So you're, picking up trash, jobs in the heat, doing all just the shit jobs, unless you get lucky and somebody needs you in some certain place. But anyway, so you're getting these cubes, and you're deciding if you want to become a specialist in something, or if you want to generalize and maybe keep some knowledge so that you can move up and find a way up to move this. It's a weird way to do what they call a skills tree, but it's going to be active, and it's going to be not this other thing. It's going to be like the main thing that you're doing per round. Hopefully it's something different. I don't know. I won't know until we actually start playing it and see how bad it fails, and then we can rebuild it, because the whole idea is going to be to rebuild this thing 100 times. So anyway, so yeah. So right now we have a need for the turn order. We've got our player area. I figured out some weird thing with the tasks. I really like the idea of doing this cube purchasing thing. It's probably going to get way more in depth before it gets better, because that's just the way it works. These are different areas. Like distillery might be it. Some skills are going to be devoted to that, and the field work, some skills are going to be devoted to that. Maybe marketing. Maybe there'll be abilities for the workers to get into that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I guess that's going to be it for today. Man, thanks for showing up, Gabriel. Give me someone to talk to. I guess that'll be it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and chill, rest my sorry feet. Oops, didn't mean to do that. My bad. All right, let me turn this damn thing off. See you later.